Hello, guys. Good afternoon, good evening, good morning, everybody out there. YouTube land. This is Moz coming to you with another episode. Moz's Toy Box. This is the comic book haul day. So I went to the comic book store today and I bought comic books. That's essentially what it was. But I also, when I got home, found out that my order from BBTS got here a day early. Even though I have the post office set up to informed delivery, whatever you call, where it tells you what's going on. It didn't tell me it was coming in today. So, yeah, I had multiple things that could tell me it would come in today, but none of them said that it was coming in today. So that was good times there. Good times of noodle salad. But we're here. So let me know in the chat. You guys want me to do the unboxing first or the comic books first? I'm curious where you guys are at. And of course, let me give a shout out to Dockinator, who is here. Happy Predators Day. Yes, it is Predators Day. I didn't get a Predator today, though, and there was no Predator book. They should really, I guess it does fall on a Wednesday when you get to bring them home. But yeah, I was going to say we need a Predator book every Wednesday, but that's not going to work. What's up, Noble Young? How you doing today, buddy? Where's Henry? Henry? I mean, Harry? This is not his show, man. This is the comic book show. This is just comic books. And of course, the unboxing of this cool thing. But instead of just going to the local comic book shop today, I noticed, I was on YouTube, I noticed that people were getting, like value packs again. They're selling value packs of comics, and they had some really old stuff that I was watching people, open up. And so I stopped at my local Ollie's on the way home, which was to my detriment later on, I found out. But that's okay. I stopped there and I picked up 3 value packs, 5 packs. I did thumb through the spines to kind of get a general impression what's in there, but there's one that I couldn't thumb through at all, and just like the cover book was like, I gotta have it. So let's Dockinator's voting for the toy. Let's open the figure first. If you guys are all up for that, chime in with Dockinator. We'll get into the figure. But we got the BBTS. They got this out relatively quick to me. It's funny too, because like the first time I ever ordered from them, they were really slow with getting stuff out, but now it seems like they get things out pretty quickly. See, we can't open the box till we successfully do that spin. So what do you guys think this is? Any thoughts on what this is? If you've been paying attention to my streams, you may know, because I did talk about this on Tuesday with Loco Lu for a little bit. So you may know already if you were watching the stream then. But Loco Lu, he popped in there for just a wee bit. And, we did talk about our orders coming in. He said he should have his by next week. Actually, I think Friday specifically. So it's pretty cool. Dockinator, no, it's not another werewolf. It's not another werewolf. This is, no, it's not another werewolf. Oh, he says, no, wait. I know what it is. Ooh, do you now? It's a BBTS sticker. Yeah, that's what I ordered. A BBTS sticker. Right there. It's a BBTS sticker. So this one, though, I didn't know about. I mean, I didn't order it when it first came out, and it was sold out. And then Lou hit me up saying, hey, it's back up. And this was like last week. And I was like, oh, my God. I don't know where I'm going to find the money, but we managed to grab it anyway. Look at that. The Mafex Symbiote Spider-Man. Hell yeah. This is, if you're doing this, the black costume, this is my jam right here. The Symbiote. I mean, Venom's cool, and he's going to be cool, but, just this guy, man, this guy right here. Let's pop this guy open real quick. We are going to get to the comic books, I promise. If you guys want the comic books faster, let me know. I don't want to make you guys wait too long. I mean, this is an unboxing of the figure and the comic books. So I'm doing the figure first because Dockinator is the only one that spoke up. Oh man, this is so gorgeous. So gorgeous. And he comes with that backpack and all. Here's a stand taped to the underside. I probably won't use the stand. It's just one more thing. But I have to worry about where to put it later. I have 1 or 2 stands out. What is this? Scan hidden tag label on the product and package. Oh. I guess that's to verify. Yeah, genuine product. I don't know if that's entirely necessary. Reminder, be ready to start live video at 2. Yeah, thanks, Facebook. You are dumb, Facebook. You are dumb. Let's get this guy out, man. This is so cool. Wow, he's so light and special. Let me get the plastic off his ab crunch area. I think that ripped, which is sad. And he's got plastic here. Just got to get this plastic out from around him here so he can not have. We don't need a plastic diaper on our Spider-Man, right? Wow, what? I got to rip that out or what? All right. There we go. All right. Got the black symbiote Spider-Man from Mafex. This is my jam right here, guys. This is my jam right there. Look at that. He comes with 2 different head sculpts. Actually, 3. Sorry. He's got 3 different head sculpts. And I'm going to need something to help me grab that because it doesn't want to. Man. Any other day, the thing I need would be right there, but it's not because I need it now. Don't want that thing. That's going to cut into stuff. There we go. There's some pliers. That'll work. So I can get a hold of that. There we go. So he's got the helmet, the masked version here that's on him. This is kind of a meaner look. Oh, well, shoot. No, okay. No, they're different. So on this one here, the top part arches, and then comes back in, whereas this head sculpt here, it stays more kind of slanted with no arc. It just kind of looks mean. So we got those 2 head sculpts, and then we have a Peter Parker unmask / symbiote kind of head sculpt thing, which is pretty cool. And it comes with the neck, so that's cool. Now, if you don't want to use the symbiote, like say he's just using a black suit, you can separate the neck and put his head on top of the black neck here, and it will look like he just pulled his mask off, right? But you got the Peter Parker head sculpt there too, so that's pretty cool. And he's had better days. He's not shaving. Maybe he and Mary Jane are having an argument or something. I don't know. What I thought was really cool about this guy though is he's got a set of hands and set of feet with magnets. So, he'll stick to any metal surface. So you can actually do some serious wall crawling here. And of course, with the hands and feet, they all come on these little plastic things here that, make it all look nice and pretty. But see there's the magnetic hands there. So you can do some wall crawling to match the feet. And I thought this was weird here that he came with whip hands. I know generic Spider-Man will come with whip hands. I'll use my head as the white backing here. But the black suit, if you guys are familiar with the black symbiote suit, he actually only shot webs out of the top of this little area here. Magnets are the greatest thing you can put in action figures, so it's always amazing. Yeah, man. See, the actual sight is like faster. There we go. It's actually faster than this thing. So that's really cool. And of course, he's got not only the magnetic open hands, but he's also got. I dropped Peter's head. Hold on. Put that back in the box for now. So he not only got the open magnetic hands, he's got the open non-magnetic, so you can do some wall crawling poses and not worry about the magnets. Because the magnets on the hands do kind of jut out a little bit. He's got some web holding hands here. I'm sorry if you can't see them that well, but you get the gist of it. I mean, web holding hands. They're like fists, but you can put stuff in them. And then he's got fists, which will be my actual web slinging hands for this suit, because that's the way he would shoot his webs in the comic book back in the day when he was in that suit. He also comes with this cool web backpack. I don't think I'll ever use it though, because again, if he's in the symbiote, doesn't need the backpack. He doesn't need to change of clothes because the symbiote was his clothes. So I guess if he wanted his camera, but he usually would, put his camera up on something and web it up and like have it on a remote to take pictures. But then we got some webs and stuff as well to come with that. But that's the essential figure. I'm not going to do too much with him right this second because we got comic books to get to, guys. So, but I'm really stoked, man. Expect to see some pictures of this guy along with my Marvel Legends Venom, which is in that cool pose there. Oh, I got Spider-Man the wrong way, but yeah. This is the good size difference between the two, too. I like it. I like it a lot. I think that's going to work out great. Marvelous. Simply marvelous. Just beautiful. Beautiful, I say. Beautiful. Let's put this back in the box, and we'll get on to the comic books, guys. I know that's why you're here. You can care less about toys. Unlike me, I like my toys and my comic books and my books and some records. I used to collect vinyl for a while there. Specific vinyl, of course, but yeah. So what's new with you guys while I put this thing away here? Anything new? Anything awesome that you guys want to share? That should be on the back side. Son of a biscuit. All right, you get in the... It doesn't want to work with me here. I think it's a little bit bigger than it was. Dear Lord. Why are you bigger? Honestly, I can put stuff in a box. I promise you. I can put things away. I am able to do this. But yeah, this guy is tight, dude. I'm excited. All right, this box is not sitting. We will mess with this later. I'll just move him out of the way. I think I don't have a head in there quite right or something that's causing it not to sit flat, and so it's being annoying. So we'll skip that for now. Let's get on to the comic books, guys. So as I mentioned earlier, I got some individual books from the LCS, so we'll go over that first. I haven't had a chance to read anything yet. I just got home, just set up the stream. But, as always, I buy my books when I go pick them up, and I put them in this at the shop. And apparently we got some sex machines here. Fun. Thanks, guys. We will pornography. Yes. Okay. And that makes them go away. So that's nice. All right. So I didn't get a whole lot of new books. Yeah, I got the Booty Bot. We got it. And so I'm keeping this run of this title for right now. The New Mutants. This is number 31. I haven't started reading it yet because I need to figure out if I'm at a new arc to start at. So oh, here we go. Yeah, this is a new arc, so I can start here. Apparently, superstar writer Charlie Jane Anders kicks off a new arc. So there you go. I can start reading that. I got two of these. The cover A, because that was in my pool, the Amazing Spider-Man. This is number 12. But the variant is possibly the first cover of the new Gold Goblin. So I went ahead and picked up the variant as well, because this may be very well the new Gold Goblin here. Try not to get suckered into too many variants, but those are the breaks. But the next book I got, come on, find me a flat place. Come on, flat. Got too much crap on my desk. All right, the next book I got, and again, I haven't started reading this yet. I need to find out where the arc starts. Venom. This is the newest run, Venom number 12. We're going to rebag these here in a minute. This is the one that I'm looking forward to the most, though, because I really liked the first issue of this. This was a great first issue, and I can't wait to dive into this one. Book 2 of Vanish. This is put out by Image and KLC Press, and the first book was really, really good. I really liked it. It reminded me a lot of Brandon Sanderson to a degree. So I'm really excited to read this one. That's going to be the first thing I go into when I go to read it. I have this still on my pull list, although I wasn't too impressed with the first issue. I'm hoping it will get better. Stuff of Nightmares number 2. R.L. Stine is doing this book. Again, like the first issue was very kind of one note for me. It just was kind of meh. And then I got this one because, well, mainly because Key Collector kind of recommended it, and I kind of like the cover, and I'm not usually like one of those guys that's got to buy like the Cavemans and like all those sexy covers and stuff, but I did like this cover, so I went ahead and got it. The Sarah Lone is number 1. There's 3 different covers out there, but this is the one I liked, and it's a shorter book. It stops there, so that's gonna be interesting. But we'll read that too. It's not just gonna be the cover, but it's book 1, Sumerian right there. So cool stuff. So we're gonna bag this stuff up here. I'll do it after. We'll basically get everything done and then we'll yap. How about that? So as I mentioned when the stream started, is I was watching some YouTube videos of people like unpacking value packs. Apparently, value packs are a thing again, and Ollie's has got a whole bunch of value packs. A lot of these are 5 packs like this, and then there was some 10 packs, and then there's some kid based books with a lot of adventures to Star Wars like kid books and stuff in there. Um, but these ones I was able to kind of figure out what was in there because the key is you can kind of flip through the spines and get an idea what's in there. So this is pretty cool. Both of the ones that I was able to flip through, I was able to kind of get a general idea there was something maybe I wanted in there. So we'll open this guy up. This is a variety mix of classic comic books featuring Marvel and DC only. And right here on the first book here is a 75-cent book. Of course, there was a ton of these Silver Surfer covers in there, so it's not like this book itself is worth anything. Where did I put my scissors? I would use my knife for this, but I don't want to pull and tug on the book. I have some scissors over here somewhere. They're supposed to be right up there, which is why I got up to look, and they weren't. My wife is right. I need to just put things back. I'm horrible at that. I got so much junk on this in this area. You guys can't see it. I've done a good job of hiding it. Like here's those tweezers I was looking for earlier. I pulled out those scissors. I bet you they're over there at the photography station. So we're gonna try the knife. We're gonna just cut along the top, away from the books. Do a nice straight cut because we don't want the book to catch on any corners and stuff. There's some older books in here. I saw when I was fingering through some 40-cent books. Like older books. I was surprised. So here's the first bag. I don't remember which ones and what I saw that was in here. But so the first book that was on the top is this Marvel Comics Silver Surfer. I think it's volume 3. This is number 6. It's okay. Got a little bit of spine curl starting, but that's easy to fix if it really was necessary. This one is not why I bought the book. William Shatner's Tech World. I should see if this is worth anything. Tech World number 1. So it's number 1. Woohoo! I don't know if you guys remember back in the early, in the late 80s, early 90s, that everything was a number 1. They're like, ooh, dramatic first issue, like just really pumping that out there. Number 1. This is why I bought this, and I need to check more on it. But this is Guy Gardner's first appearance, apparently as a Green Lantern, but not his first appearance. But when I perused at the store, because I was looking up on my phone, this is like a $300 book when it's graded. So that was pretty cool. And this is a 75-cent title. It does have a couple of spine ticks towards the top, which I did not see when I bought it. But yeah, I need to look this guy up. Anybody want to look this guy up and tell me if this is a good get for $5 for this whole pack? It's $5.99. Oh, I got one here, $5.99. So $6 for the pack. So we got this guy here, and that's why I bought that pack. I saw that and I was like, ooh. Then we got this Warlock and the Infinity Watch number 3. I don't know too much about this particular book here, but this is around a 90s book. If it's 30 years, it's really, it's a 90s book. And then, of course, I got number 5 of Warlock and the Infinity Watch. So I didn't read this series, but apparently Encino Man was the movie of the year, or the movie of the time. I got another one of the same kind of packs here. We're going to open this one up. So this is the one side. This was not why I bought it. There was a book inside that I saw that looked promising, if I saw it correctly. But it's hard to see all these books in here too, right? And the cover book, actually, I think if it grades a 9.8 is worth something too. This one on the other side I didn't show you. I saw that one have a little bit of luck on my phone anyway when I was reading those listings. This was not the first one of that. Let's start at this bottom side because, guys, I'm sure you want to see more of this Terror, Suddenly the Punisher. So this is definitely a 90s book, $1.75 cover price. So it's a 90s book there. Not too important. Let's see what else we got here. Oh, yeah, this is why I bought it right here. Yeah, this is a cool little cover. I don't know anything about this book, but it's a cool cover here. Venom #1, and it's got a texture to it too. This is a raised like texture, not just raised, but it's got like a real texture to it. It's crazy. There's no spine ticks on this, which is great for a black cover. That tends to happen. But it's Venom: The Enemy Within, Part 1. Like I said, I know nothing about this book. I'll have to look this up. We'll look it up together in a minute. But that's the book. That's the reason why I bought this pack. And then another Terror, number 12. Not too worried about Terror though. So, let's see. Oh, Justice League of America, number 258. I don't know anything about that one either. But it's part of the Legends crossover event. So it might be something interesting. The end of the Justice League of America. And then this is another one that just, depending on if it was grade, yes, Dockinator, it does. It does glow in the dark. That's what that texture is. Yes, glow in the dark. If this is graded, I think this is also fetching a little bit of money as well, but there's a lot of these packs with this issue in it. So Warlock and the Infinity Watch, number 1. And this is the aftermath of the Infinity Gauntlet saga, which is what a lot of the Thanos stuff is based off of. So these were the 2 packs that I could kind of get an idea what was in there. And I think the key book out of both, out of these is this cool glow-in-the-dark cover. I think that's going to be a pretty cool one. And then, of course, that Green Lantern. We'll look at those prices up here in a minute. This is the last pack. Now, this one I couldn't see anything that was really in it. And again, I'm not showing you the side that really got my attention. This pack I couldn't thumb through. It was too stuck together. And there was one, I don't know what this book is here, but it's a thicker book. It's called Double Take Fire 1 Dedication. I don't know. It's volume 1 though, so it's like a little trade. Volume 1. But let's pop this open and see what else is in here. And this one's a really tightly packaged, so I don't know how I'm going to get in here and do this. This is where the scissors would really be useful. Because I don't want to ruin... Oh, wait, there we go. There's the edge. All right, there we go. Get through that. Yeah, come on. I didn't buy it for the Sonic the Hedgehog book. Honestly, it was just there. All right, we got that open. So this is almost like a silver or golden age kind of bag. Silver age kind of bag here. It's crazy. It's not the same kind of bag as the other ones at all. All right. Let's start at this side here. We got that Sonic Universe, whatever that is. I don't know. I didn't buy it for that. What's up, Commander Green? What's going on, buddy? We're going over through some of the books I got today, man. This is that Fire 1. It's kind of interesting cover, like almost like a, because this looks like some kind of monster brain or something she's cooking. So that's, yeah, the brain there. So that could be an interesting read. I don't know anything about this book. I like that cover though. It's pretty cool. Dedication checked out. That's pretty cool. This one I definitely don't care about. So that's sad that I got this. There might be people that care about it. I don't even know. Action Lab is the name of the publisher on this one. No idea. This is not why I buy the book either. This is not what possessed me to buy it. Let's see what this one is. This one's upside down too. Archer and Armstrong. Ugh, Valiant stuff. But this is Valiant. This is number 1. This is a new second printing. So that's even worse. But Valiant is a second printing. I don't think this is really worth anything at all. But like I said, the other one that was on the cover, which is this one here, this was on the other side. This is why I got it. This is a first print. This is a direct edition, and it's just a really cool cover, regardless of value. This is Edge of Venomverse number 1, and it's got this cool X-23. Trying to get some good light on that. But that was a cool cover, and that's why I got this pack, because this was just a tight cover, man. This Venomized X-23 cover, and you got like a Weapon X back there in the tank. That's a really cool cover. So let's take a look at the Edge of the Venomverse. Let's get an idea what these books are going for, shall we? Edge of the Venom verse #1. It's about a $12 book, raw. So I mean that's cool. I mean it's more than I paid for the pack. $5 pack. Yeah, Commander Green. It's on a second print now, buddy. You need to go find it because I know my store was out of it. I was looking to even try to pick up the second print because sometimes the second prints are worth more. Um, so that's what I was doing. I don't care about the Archer and Armstrong. This is going to be like pressing practice. So crinkle it up or something and practice on it. I don't care about that either. I don't care about that. Let's get to let's see. Let's get to this Venom. I want to know more about this Venom glow in the dark cover. This is definitely a 90s book though. This is a like I said, you guys didn't see it earlier. This is a glow in the dark, so all this glows. So I'll get that glow texture for the white. It's pretty cool. Let's find out what that's going for. Let's go to eBay itself. Let's see. And that means I'm now going to get spammed with a whole bunch of this crap. Hey, do you want to buy that? Do you want to buy that? Ugh. All right. Venom. The enemy #1. If it's graded, it's worth like a few bucks, but raw, it's worth 10, right around there, $10. It doesn't matter. I still like the cover. I saw it was a Venom, and it was an interesting cover. I went with it. I was like, that's cool. And I'm not even a huge Venom fan. I'm just okay. As far as Warlock and the Infinity Watch #1, we're gonna check that one out. Warlock and the Infinity Watch #1. If it's a 9.8, it's a $30 book. It's not worth much of anything, but it's cool. We're gonna. I doubt this is gonna be worth anything, but well, let's see. I remember picking up that Venom book in the dollar bin at my local spot back in the late '90s. Yeah, it's. I mean, it's a cool little cover. I mean, let's pull up this Justice League, see what that's going for. Of America, number 258. Just leave it. Yeah, it's dollar bin book there. I don't care about Terror, whatever that is. So the other book that we were really specking on was this one here, and this, if it grades out high, it's $200 book. So I'll pull it back up though to make sure. Green Lantern number 195. The grades out raw, it's going for $5, but if you get like a 9.8, it's 130. Yeah, raw, it's going for nothing. But it is a newsstand edition too, which is cool. And again, it is Guy Gardner as Green Lantern. So apparently, I don't know much about Guy Gardner. I've never really given a crap about him. When I read Death of Superman back in the day, and he was one of the reasons why Superman got his butt kicked. He was just annoying, and I was like, I don't care about you. But so actually, no, he didn't call Superman get his. He just got his butt kicked for being a macho punk. That's what it was. It's been a while since I've read that one, but that's okay. It's okay. Just not necessarily my cup of tea, but I saw it was a possible key for him, and $5 might as well, right? So let's get these in bags and boards. You guys have any questions while I'm doing that? I bought more boards today too, but I really should have made look for Silver Age boards. That's what I'm short on. That's what I'm getting low on. Silver Age boards. Don't need any more currents, which is weird. Those are both silvers. All right. So we're still using the Mylights, of course. Why would I use anything else? And that Venomized book is definitely going in a nice Mylite. Actually, all the books go in Mylite. We don't have to rebag them. I don't know if this show is going to continue on Wednesdays at this time or around 3 o'clock or anything because I'm starting a new job. It was supposed to be this week, but my background check didn't finish. So it will be next week. And it's actually next Wednesday. So I won't be able to do this show next Wednesday because I'll be at work. So good times there. There we go. Look at that nice. Now you can see it better too. Picks up the light better. But yeah, it's just a cool cover. I mean, regardless, that's a cool book with the cover. All right. A lot of these books, though, I'm not going to bag right now. They'll probably go in crappy bags. I still got some crappy bags. I don't want to waste good bags on them, you know. Just bags are expensive. You guys are really quiet now. Make sure you guys hit that like button though if you like the video. If you don't like the video, hit the dislike button. It all helps my numbers. This is not a Silver Age board. It sucks because it's one less board. All right, but yeah, make sure you guys hit that like button or dislike button, whichever one works for you. Leave a comment down below. That'd be great. That'd be helpful. That way, especially if you dislike it, leave a comment. Say, hey, man, you suck because. That way, maybe I can try not to suck because I can suck for other reasons. Whatever. I started watching The Watcher on Netflix yesterday. I didn't finish it last night because we had a new episode of Deadliest Catch. Well, they're over in Norway now. It's a whole different show. Don't ask me why I got addicted to that show, but I did. I'm sorry. I feel bad enough that I got addicted to it. I make sure to watch it. I TiVo it or whatever the equivalent thereof is. But it's all good. It's not as bad as some shows. Like my wife watches that America's Got Talent and stuff. I don't get that. I don't get that reality stuff at all. I mean, don't get me wrong. There's some moments in that show where you're like, oh, wow. But then again, what really annoys me when I watch that show with her is the fact that the judges will cast votes because of their personal story. And they've asked them about their story before they even perform. I think they should ask them those questions after they're done and not let that be a reason why they get a vote. That actually annoys me. The whole, well, my dog died and my anteater ate my mom and whatever. I don't know why we need those stories. I feel that it sways the vote and it's kind of irresponsible for them to ask them about that stuff while voting is still a thing. There you go. Got the nice Mylar on that guy too. Again, dollar bin book, you said Dockinator, but it's a cool cover and yeah. But all these ones that I don't care about, these can be pressing practice when I start pressing. So that's cool. I'm going to bag up this Warlock. He's got a spine tick on there. Maybe I won't. This looks interesting. I'm going to read that. The rest of this, I shouldn't have spent that much money. It's money I shouldn't have spent. Alrighty. Let's get the Sarah Lone into a nice bag. We're not going to tape up these bags though because I want to read these and I don't want to have to deal with tape all over again. So we'll do that. Yeah, I used to have some Venom books back in the day, but I sold my collection and I've been rebuilding it. Of course, I'm past where I was, but then again, some titles I sacrificed. I didn't buy again. Like Venom. Venom wasn't something I was making sure to buy. Spider-Man even. It was a title I wasn't buying for a long time. What's up, Casper Corners? What's going on, buddy? We're just bagging and boarding some books here, just getting this all situated. We opened up this cool Mayfix Spider-Man too. Crazy times, man. Crazy times. But yeah, next week I may or may not be here, depending on what time I get off of work. And well, I wouldn't have been able to hit the shop in time either. So I'm probably not going to be here. Always remember when you're changing a bag or whatever, just fold this tape over. Just fold it over. Don't try to play with the tape. Just fold it over. Call it a day. This is a thick book too. I'm gonna have to be all careful how I read this. This is how I'm gonna be reading it, like this. Just kind of looking through. This is nice artwork though. It looks like watercolor. But they are selling a little bit of the sex appeal. The first page, yeah. It's kind of a sex-based book here. I may not read it. I like the cover though. That's why I bought it. And the fact that it's smaller than a regular comic book, that's so weird. So we're not going to tape that. I'm going to leave it like that. And I'll decide whether or not to read it later. What's going on with you, Casper? Didn't you try to tag me on Instagram and then pull it back or something, I think? If so, why'd you pull it back, man? Why'd you do that? All right, fine. Don't tell me. Don't tell me. I kind of wish I had somebody else to play off of on this show, man. Just kind of like, have some banter going. So just me rambling, I noticed some issues in the photos, so I'm going to redo. Okay. I didn't have a chance to check it out yet, but I did see that you tagged me. And when I went to go check it out, it was gone. I was like, oh, okay. Fine. Be that way. It's all good. It's all good. My post today was just a repost from my hacked account, so I didn't do anything new. We're not going to read this R.L. Stein. Well, maybe we'll give it a second chance. The first book, like I mentioned earlier, was kind of meh, but this was still my pull list. And I do like the cover. It's a cool cover. We're definitely going to read Vanish #2. I had a large glare mark that I overlooked. Yeah, I hate that, man. Like that blurred one that I did yesterday. The blur, he had a whole bunch of like light from the other side that I was using, of course, to fill the light in on that other side a bit because the bounce card wasn't cutting it, but it created a glare on him that did not work for the lighting and the rest of the shot. So I had to Photoshop that out. It was really annoying. I hate having to use all these boards, but they're just not thick enough. Hold on, I'll read that here in a second, Casper. It says, today was my yearly post in my Motu He-Man Halloween costume. Oh, sweet. He-Man. I think it should be a new rule, I guess, as Bill Maher likes to say it, but even though I hate his show, it should be a rule, though, that if you're doing a He-Man remake or a He-Man animated show or He-Man anything He-Man that's not the original, what you need to do is at least sample the original. When he pulls his sword, it says, by the power of Grayskull and the I have the power bit. That needs to be sampled. Nobody else can pull that line off like that one line. That needs to be sampled. But now I'm listing some of my toys. So I'm going to go sell some pops tomorrow because I overspent. I'm going to go take some pops in and sell them. But yeah, I think for He-Man, though, you definitely, the original 80s cartoon, you need to have that I have the power bit from the original sample. I feel like it needs to be there. Because without it being there, every time he pulls that sword and he says he's got the power, I feel robbed. I feel completely gypped, like I've been ripped off. Just every time, somebody else, some other voice actor, some other way it's done. It's like they just fumbled the ball in football just by dropping it, by no real play. Just there we go. Yeah, I don't want it. Hot potato. Yeah, that's the way I feel every time that they say that line. If you had the power sword, you'd totally do that video. What do you mean? Well, you'd have to get the sample, right? You're not going to try to do the sample yourself, right? You can't pull that off. Nobody can. None of these well-paid voice actors can pull that line off. True story. All right, you're the big one. All right. What about you, Doc and Eder? Would you try to pull off the line? Would you try to be I have the power? I kind of watch this. I want to watch that show all over again just for the moment when he has the power. I'm like, oh, dude, he's got the power. Run away. Okay, yeah. Do the skip and dub it. Hell yeah, man. Hell yeah. That's the way all shows should do it. They should just pay for the rights to use that sample and stop trying, because the 3 or 4 times they've done it, it's not landing. You know, the 3 or 4 times they've had somebody else or whatever do it, it's just not hitting that mark. It's horrible. It's just I don't watch them all, but I watched that Kevin Smith one, which I wasn't as upset about that show as most people, man. There was a lot of people butthurt about that show. And what I've kept reminding them is in the show title, it says He-Man. Wait, it says, no, it's just called Masters of the Universe, right? I don't think he has He-Man. I'm going to have to look it up. But the way it read, it did not say Kevin Smith. Masters of the Universe Revelations, what the show was called. But everybody was butthurt going, it's now He-Man in this show. He's barely in the show. I was like, well, he's not even in the title. Back off. Read the title. Masters of the Universe Revelation. Jesus. Let me see here. I could do it. Just kidding. I would fail. Yeah. Thundercats was cool, man. Shitaro definitely would pull in my viewership every time. I'd be like, hey, how you doing? Oh no, there's some fight going on in the chat. It was better than Thundercats Roar. Yeah, the ho. Ho. Yeah, you got to rethink that one, right? But yeah, there was so many people, man, that were just butthurt about Revelations. They were like, they did He-Man dirty. I was like, dude, he's not even in the title. God dang it. He's not owed anything. I was like, it's fine to give Tila some love. I'm fine with that. Let me know what she does, because I watched that show as a kid all the time. I had no idea what she did besides sitting there go, what's up? Or have to be rescued, All right. I don't know what size boards I got here anymore. I'm all confused. All right. Okay. Let's see. Casper's. I think it was more about the way it was marketed. The trailer and marketing was made to make He-Man look more involved. I guess maybe I could buy that a little bit, but the title still says nothing about He-Man. My computer made a noise. I don't know what it was. The computer keeps making a noise. I don't know what it is. Commander Green says, I was at Comic-Con when that came out. And I heard this guy complaining about the Motu Revelations, and I thought he was gonna cry. Yeah. It was crazy. I mean, I don't know. Yeah. I wouldn't doubt that they cried about it, man. Just run home and cry to mama. But yeah, I find that funny. I just every time I just find it hilarious. I should move that recycling bin closer, like I just did. Again, we got this one. I'll show you guys again. Got this Spider-Man here, number 12. This is maybe a Gold Goblin cover. It would be a first cover. What's up, Benekin? What's going on, man? We're going over some comic books. I'll take this one because I have the normal edition. This is a variant. I can tape up the variant because I don't need to read both of them. Boom. That's the variant edition, possible Gold Goblin first cover. And of course, Binnikin, what's up? Dang it, give me the board. Give me the bag. Gimme. I want it now. Oh, wow. I guess Green saying, what's up, Binnikin? Casper Corners, we should do a topic conversation on the topic some point while live together. I have a lot of opinions on Revelations from both angles. I mean, I didn't read into it too much. And as somebody who stopped watching the show after a while, because I was getting into the high school era when that show was still going on, and I was like, maybe I should stop watching this. Other kids are looking at me funny when I want to talk about He-Man. So I missed like Scareglow. Actually, I think he was more of a She-Ra, and I never watched She-Ra. He might have been more of a She-Ra villain, but I liked how they utilized him in He-Man and in Masters of the Universe, because I didn't know much about him, and I thought he was kind of cool the way they did that. Kevin Smith definitely didn't help the show's cause. If you say so. I mean, but I hope you're well. Yes, I'm doing well. Commander Green, doing good, he says. Doing good. Binnikin, just finished the Doku episodes. I haven't watched Tales of the Jedi yet. I haven't. I went to the comic book store, and I have not been near the television yet. I need to watch that. Of course, thanks for reminding me that that's there. So then I gotta finish The Watcher at some point on Netflix, and then I gotta finish or start Tales of the Jedi. So yeah, I found the other day a Tales of the Jedi #1, the Dark Horse Presents one. I had it, I owned it apparently this entire time. I had no idea I had it, but I was putting something else in the box, and I was like, wait, what is this? When did I buy that? So yeah, we'll read that copy, so we'll leave that one untaped. I love Hobgoblin. I gotta figure out who this Hobgoblin is too. Wait, is Spider-Man on a glider? Hold on. Is this a new like thingy? Is this gonna make something? Is this gonna be? He's on his own glider, dude. Dude, is he gonna be like? Is it gonna be like a new tech thing that's gonna make this book worth millions? I don't know. Let's spec. Is it gonna be worth millions, guys? You think this glider is gonna be like in the next movie or something? And he's gonna be like, "Yeah, man, I got a glider," and everybody's gonna be like, "I need this book." I'm curious. I mean, I haven't been reading it. I don't think he's had it before. I've never seen it before, but I haven't started reading these books yet. I've been buying them, accruing them, and I haven't gotten to them yet. Let's see, Binnikin. Yeah, okay. Andor was great. Tales is good so far. Love Dooku's character even more than before. Okay, rock on. Binnikin, actually, Tales is all right so far. First two were boring. I can't even. Doc and Air, the book will be worth. See, yeah, I think so. I think we got a big money book. It's going to compete with that Fantastic 448 behind me, man. Speaking of competing with that, my shop has got a 7.0 of 49 on their wall. And I asked them, I was like, how much do you want for that? And they're like, $4,000. I was like, oh. See, the Fantastic Four 48, 49, and 50 is like the trifecta. It's like one story. It makes, the high dollar one, though, is this one here, 40. Jesus Christ. Finger here. 48 is the highest dollar one because it's the first appearance of Silver Surfer. He's the hero. Heroes tend to be worth more than villains, ultimately. He also has the cameo appearance of Galactus right in that one, right? So because it's like both of those appearances, and they're kind of known to be with each other quite a bit. I don't think Silver Surfer's still a herald of Galactus, but since they've always been synonymous with each other, it's kind of, in my opinion, held as basically the first appearance. God damn, I can't point. The first appearance of both characters, even though it's just a cameo of Galactus, and his first appearance is truly in number 49, which he is also on the cover of, as well as Silver Surfer's on the cover of that. So it's also Silver Surfer's first cover, along with Galactus, but he doesn't, he shares the cover with Galactus on 49. But and then 50 is the end of that story arc, and Silver Surfer is like the main cover on that one, and that's a cool cover too. But I think the reason why 48 fetches so much is because not only is it Silver Surfer's first appearance, but it's also got that cameo, and people kind of lump that together as one like big book. And yeah, all I can do right now is just smile and be happy that I got it for the price I did when I did. But then also kind of be sad because I didn't get the giant size X-Men #1. I had brought the money to buy 4. So. And that book is now out of my range, so at least for now. I mean, it's not going to come down, but I might have more range later. Is what I'm saying. Yeah, it's gone. It's not coming back. And that's the thing too, guys. If you're doing comic book like prospecting, which I wouldn't recommend doing, if you want to prospect on something, prospect on the stock market or something like that. Don't prospect on comic books. I buy comic books because I like the hunt. Harold mentioned me in the story. What did he mention? What did Commander Green mention? Oh, thank you, Commander Green. Thank you. I didn't get a chance to do that because I wanted to start at 2 because my wife might get done work early and I didn't want to be streaming when she got done. So I just kind of popped in. But as what I was saying, one of the things that people do wrong when they invest in comics is they like to spec on these villains, and the books will go flip. If you watch villain titles, they flip flop all over the place. They spike when they're introduced in a show, movie, or whatever, or whatever. Like great example, Batman Who Laughs, right? He's still holding around a couple $100, but he had shot up there for a while, and then it wore off, right? He didn't have a movie or something to back that though. But let's look at Thanos. Perfect example, right? Thanos, first appearance. He's a big key character in the Marvel universe. He's not one and done in the Marvel universe, not like they did in Infinity War and Endgame, but in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, for the most part, he's done. And his book, it shot up to like, I didn't really research it, but I'd say about $2,000. Maybe even higher for a nice high grade copy. And now it's down to nothing compared to that. It's down to like, I think for that same grade copy, like maybe $500, which I guess is not nothing, but it's not where it was at its height. So that's what happens with villains. Now, heroes, like we'll use Miles. He's probably the most volatile hero they've had in a while. And when I say volatile, he is fluctuating because the market doesn't know really how to sustain itself. There's a lot of people kind of jumping in to play the game, and they're just flipping books and stuff. And he's got a high print run, which is why he keeps flip flopping. But he's going to be a mainstay blue chip stock, if you want to refer to him as such. But he's going to have some he's and haws as far as his value until it plateaus. It's going to be later down the line, like maybe another 10 years or so. He'll even out and treat like a true a blue chip stock, and not kind of flip flop. I mean, he's still staying over $1,000, but he was up there close to $3,000, and now he's like come down to 1.5. So he's come down to half price, but he's not gone anywhere near bottom rung like $200-300 again. He's not going down that far. He's not. Commander Green, yes, thank you so much. And then oh wait, the Wizard of Moz would be a great title for some. Ooh. My luck, I'd get copyrighted on something like that. The Wizard of Oz, huh? No. YouTube would find a reason to be like, smite thee. But yeah. But yeah, that's what tends to happen with heroes. You can basically bet on them a little bit, with a little bit more certainty than you do with villains. Villains, I mean, it's great to have a key first appearance of a villain and all, but look at Venom, for example, all right? His first appearance, Spider-Man 300, Amazing Spider-Man 300. While he was a villain, that book didn't fetch anything. I mean, I had 4 copies of that book, man. And they were just sitting on the stand. Nobody cared when it first came out. Nobody cared. Just sitting on the newsstand. I bought 4 of them because my mom was all like, I was a younger collector back then. And my mom's like, oh, this is a 300th issue. That's only going to happen once, and you should buy some. And I was like, okay. So I had a handful of them, and then I sold them in college because they didn't tell you, because I didn't read the syllabus. You have to buy your own supplies for art school. When I say supplies, I don't mean like pens and paints and stuff. I'm talking about for matting and framing. I'm like, can't I just hand you the artwork like I did in art class in high school? No, you suck. So I sold comic books to get some of that money. and that hurt. Sold some good keys, man. I had a good run of X-Men. I had those 3 or 4 copies of Spider-Man 300. It was brutal when you go think about it. But with Venom, big key thing here, while he was a villain, because he was, Eddie Brock villain, his book didn't do a lot. I don't even remember how it was performing back in the day because I didn't care about it. Of course, I had my own copies of it, but it wasn't one of the things that I find that I do when I have a book is sometimes I like to, ask how the book's performing when I'm in a shop. I'll be like, hey, man, I see you got this here, man. What do you got on it? And I get an idea of what it's doing in actual stores. Spider-Man 300, I didn't really care. It wasn't one of those books I was proud to own or anything. I didn't really care about it. Venom wasn't. I mean, he was Venom, but he was a bad guy, and nobody cared about him. I think maybe that book was fetching around $20-$30 until he became the anti-hero. And then it started to climb. It started to, because it was a high print run book too. Amazing Spider-Man 300 was a high print run book. But then it started to climb and it started to hang around where Cable sat for the longest time. It was about $100, $100 book. And then, God, when did it really start to skyrocket? I think when he actually became the non-anti-hero, he's now looked at as like the good symbiote, right? And yeah, that's now why the book's taken off, because you look at the movie now, he's an anti-hero, but he's a hero. He's not hardcore anti-hero. I mean, a lot of anti-heroes unfortunately become more and more hero as you go. I mean, look at Riddick. Riddick was really cool in Pitch Black. Pitch Black, he was looking out for him. It was awesome. And then hey, let's make a franchise, and then Chronicles of Riddick. He's still like, I'll kill you. But he starts caring about people, and you're like, is that where I want to be at in my entertainment with this character? And of course, the last one, he was just worried about himself, but he worried about Doll too, and Johns and all those people. He worried about them. So he didn't worry about Santana though. But he worried about the rest of them. He was willing to help them all, but he knew it was going to happen. He's all like, this guy's going to double cross you, whatever. Anyway, I've gone on a huge tangent there, but yeah, as far as Venom goes, his book didn't start really picking up until just a few years ago. Really, I mean, in the grand scheme of things, he came out in 1989, 1990. No, 80. When did Spider-Man 300 come out? Amazing Spider-Man 300 publication date 88. Came out in the summer of 88. I remember because I went out of town with my parents, and they had it in the newsstand there while I was out of town. And that's when she told me to buy some. We were like in DC or something. So January, no, was it January? Really? So wintertime? Oh. Cover date was May, release in January. What? I'm so confused. Anyway, yeah, that book didn't really take off. Just like Amazing Spider-Man 252 didn't do. I mean, he's not really a hero, right? I mean, it's a costume. It's a symbiote. It's basically the first appearance of the symbiote in that book, right? The origin of the symbiote, or no, 252. First appearance of the symbiote. And that book, it sat there. I know my brother bought it for me for Christmas just a few years ago, raw, for $60. He was in a coin shop, and the guy it's a beautiful copy too. It's probably going to come back 9.8, maybe 9.6 if I'm not really careful with making sure I take good pressing, whatever. But it should come back really high. But yeah, he paid like $60 for it, and he asked me, he's like, "Do you want this for Christmas?" I was like, "Dude, if you want to get me that, I'm all about it." But I wasn't really collecting Spider-Man anymore at the time because Brand New Day happened, or One More Day happened, and it was Brand New Day. Whatever the one he had to forget his marriage, that bugged the crap out of me. I stopped reading Spider-Man for a long time after that. But something bleeped. But yeah, that's how that went, man. And yeah, Spider-Man 300 is now taking off because Venom is he's the Punisher type hero. He's not really anti-hero where he begrudgingly. I don't even read his book, to be honest with you. I've never really read Venoms. I buy them for the covers. That's weird, right? Yeah, crazy stuff, crazy stuff. But yeah, heroes will always fetch more money. So the moment he became more of a hero than a villain, his book started going up. What's the point of the whole story? So keep that in mind if you're investing in comic books. The villains are great for a fast flip because they will spike for those movies and stuff. But make sure you don't have them if you're not interested in the actual character. Make sure you don't have them after that movie drops. Once that movie drops, it starts going down. Um, that's something I've noticed a lot of these spec YouTubers and stuff when they go over stuff. I've never heard anybody mention that. Like heroes are ultimately where they're going to continue to fetch higher dollar. There will be a few heroes that drop, stuff that just doesn't go well. Let's look at She-Hulk for one. She's a hero, right? Her book, she's dropping back down. She was fetching close to $1,500 at a 9.8. Now she's coming back down to 6, 5, 4, somewhere around there. It's because it was a highly published book. It was a very big print run for that time period. Although that grade, a 9.8, that's a harder grade to get. But yeah, her she's not a real first appearance of a character. She's a female version of the Hulk with a few, personality differences where, she doesn't really have that split personality. She's I don't know. A lot of people, she's not like Miles. I don't know how to really equate it, but she's not like Miles in that he's his own individual that happens to have spider-like powers. I don't really know how to explain that. And that just reminds me. You ever notice on your phone that Twitter likes to just interject itself into your day? I don't know why it does because I don't ever use Twitter, but I have it, right? And it sits there and just spams you with like updates, like now, with updates on celebrities and stuff that I don't care about. But I did see one of those updates on my phone earlier, and I saw John Krasinski, and it said tomorrow, and I didn't get to read it because I accidentally opened my phone before I read the little thing. Apparently, there's a Jack Ryan. Yeah, I don't care. I was hoping it was, hey, I'm Reed Richards, bitches. That'd be awesome. But no, it was Jack Ryan. So yeah, John Krasinski, I do care about. I like him. He's probably one of my favorite celebrities. But anyway, guys, I've rambled enough. This has been an hour-long show. I appreciate all you guys being here. And with that, I think I'm going to get out of here. Tuesdays, this Tuesday, I should still be doing my toy photography talk because, I don't have work yet. So this Tuesday is safe for one more regularly scheduled show. Make sure if you guys are doing photography to hashtag ordinary day with your shots of an ordinary day, like your heroes at the grocery store, your sci-fi things, babysitting, something like that. I don't know. Anything that you're taking a picture of with an ordinary day, hashtag that. Make sure you tag me, Moz_toy_box, and hashtag Toy Moz as well. Make sure you get that done by next week because we're gonna be giving away a cool prize for that. So yeah, with that in mind, guys, Dockinator, I will do my best to have a great rest of the week. And Commander Green, thank you for being here. Benikin, thank you for being here. Casper's Corner, Noble Young, giving a shout out to all you guys that I saw commenting here. Thank you guys all for being here. I appreciate it. Sex Find Info, thank you for being here. I'm silly. But anyway, guys, I'm out of here, guys. Thanks a lot. Have a great day. Oh, wait. Dang it. I always do that. I got to hide the comment because I don't want that going on. All right. Seriously. Have a good day, guys. Thanks a lot. Enjoy.